A former Jacksonville gang member is calling for a citywide ceasefire. That call following the recent gun violence that's claimed 7 lives in the past 2 months.
On the streets, he's known as Pakistan Slim, a 34-year-old man who regretfully spent half his life in prison. He sat down only with Channel 4's Tarek Minor. And Tarek, I understand he's organizing a roundtable meeting of local gang leaders?
Yeah, Pakistan Slim is reaching out to all the leaders of different neighborhoods. He says he's asking them to put aside their differences and come together to iron out their issues in a conversation rather than with their guns.
14 and a half years in prison, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing in this life, you know what I'm saying, that happened to me that I ain't really put myself there.
Pakistan Slim, who admits for years he was part of Jacksonville's problem.
Where'd you get shot? You know what I'm saying? I done got shot everywhere, man. All up, from everywhere.
Wants to be an even bigger part of the solution.
When kids are asking you, is it safe to ride the school bus? You know what I'm saying? To school because they don't want to die, it's a problem.
Slim, whose real name is Sintel Wright, makes it clear he is not a gang member after being labeled one by JSO officers who arrested Wright and 22 others in a RICO investigation in October of 2014. He's asking gang leaders to consider a citywide ceasefire through social media with positive posts and passionate pleas for peace.
At one point in time, everybody used to be tight. You went to school together, you ate free lunch together, you know what I'm saying? You don't walk the same path, you don't play sports together, you know what I'm saying? All the beef came when you couldn't respect your own friend. You feel me? Everybody got to learn how to respect everybody, man. This ain't about no territory, man. My past life, I was the cause of a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have been said something to the young dudes in my territory, you know what I'm saying?
Wright says so far the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Neighborhood leaders from all parts of town also want to put an end to the violent deaths.
All of them want to stop. I done talked to so many sides and so many people, you know what I'm saying? All of them for a change, but it's that one side don't want the other side to see them as being weak. That's why it's a continuation in it. Everybody holding grudges.
And in many cases, those unresolved disputes between rivaling gangs or neighborhoods have been ongoing for months or for even years. So how do you get men who despise each other to get to the heart of the issue? According to Wright, it's man to man and in peace. Where could this meeting be? Is it something you want to share? Or I
don't want to disclose it right now.
That's cool. Wright says disclosing the meeting's location and time wouldn't be wise because the planning is still in the works, and he says he wants to do it the right way. But if gang members are willing to listen, he says he's willing to open up, be real, and do something they never do, talk.
If you see somebody you got a problem with, you know what I'm saying, talk to them. Everybody in one room, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to feel like you by yourself, because I know how a lot of them feel, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to feel like you by yourself. You ain't got to feel like you under no threat, or no problem, no altercation gonna break out. It's gonna be hard on them, you know what I'm saying, to like come to a halt or be unparanoid about it because of the losses they done took. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really willing to accept we lost a homeboy or we lost a family member behind something, you know what I'm saying, and now everybody just want to calm down.
Wright says the April 2015 murder of Sharika Edwards, who was killed in a drive-by shooting, marked a painful turning point for him personally. Police say the shooting was committed by gang members, but Wright says she was not a part of a gang. He says her death inspired him to talk about life, realizing the cycle of death won't stop by itself.
Everybody sit back and tell them, everybody got the same response when they look at the news and see the murders and stuff, but won't nobody take that, you know what I'm saying, push and tell them, because really everybody's scared. In their own way, everybody is scared to deal with the youth right now, you know what I'm saying, because of their attitudes, you know what I'm saying, but that's where I come from. So, you know, I might not be living like that, but I still got my attributes of it, you know what I'm saying?
So Wright goes on to say that a lot of the groups that police have identified as gangs are really just loosely organized groups of boys or men from the same neighborhood who grew up together and then turned to a life of crime. So he warns those young men that once police identify their group as a gang or a criminal organization, they can face federal RICO charges, which can result in decades behind bars.
So it's interesting hearing some of his story and why he wants to try and make a difference. What do police think about this? I know that we've got a new sheriff coming in and a lot of attention has been paid to, hey, we've got a violence problem. What do they think about this possibility of coming together?
You know, the sheriff's office is aware of the conversations that are going on, most of them on social media, but they will not talk to us about this story. That's the intelligence that they want to keep. But they are aware that this roundtable meeting is in the discussion stages right now.
Tarek, it seems like there's this code of silence. No one wants to take the risk and speak up.
You know, well, Pakistan Slim is not alone. I mean, if you've been following some of the reports, there are several men, and even on Facebook, we're seeing a lot of people coming forward denouncing this gang violence, denouncing the streets, and trying to find another way to get out of the streets and finding the courage to say goodbye to that gang life.
Yeah, is that what you see? Do you see courage in Pakistan Slim saying, I want to try and make this change?
I think that there was a lot of courage for him to take this stance following his past, and that's kind of the response he's also receiving on Facebook as well.
It's amazing he's speaking up.
Yeah. We'll have more at 10, yeah.
All right.